Hello, 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 hello. This is Marva Dolphin, or you can call me Marvelous Dolphin. This is your spiritual growth and transformation coach. And this morning we're talking about what's holding your voice. But before we get there, I am a guide who helps women unblock those things that are inside that are causing them to stay in the background, that are causing them to close their mouth, those things that are causing them to not be themselves. And so I am that person who helps them to cross over those boundaries, those barriers with confidence to the place in which they desire. So good morning to you. Again, my name is Marva Dolphin and welcome. And for my replay viewers, I just want to say welcome. Please do share this broadcast. Share it out with someone who may benefit from it. Share it out with them and invite them to join us every Wednesday morning at 8:30 a.m. I am here every Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. just talking about a few nuggets. It's not very long. It's not lengthy. But it is very appetizing, something that you can take with you and share with another person. So what's holding your voice? What exactly is holding your voice? Or who is holding your voice might be a better question. What's holding your voice? Was it an experience that you have gone through that you have allowed to hold your voice? Or is it someone that you're currently with that's holding your voice? There are so many things that could hold our voices, and we have to really identify them and find out what they are and discover and remove them, discard them, because they will actually just hold on to us and not allow us to propel forward. And so this morning we're talking about what's holding your voice. Is it someone in your life, or is it an experience that you encountered? Is it something else? What's holding your voice? And so is it someone in your life who really protecting you? And sometimes it's someone in your life who wants to protect you and really don't want you to be exposed, because once you're exposed, you're vulnerable to anything that's in the environment. And sometimes people hold our voices, or we allow them to protect us and hold our voices because we don't want to be vulnerable, and we are aligned with them not wanting ourselves to be vulnerable. Sometimes it's a voice that's in our heads, right? In our heads, there are voices, right? You don't have to be crazy, but there's a voice that talks to you to tell you, hey, to go or don't go, right? And there is an internal voice as well that guides, the Holy Spirit. That's my guide. So there are many things that are in our atmosphere that will actually try to hold us and keep us. But the voice that I'm talking about, not that of the Holy Spirit, is a voice of experience. The voice of experience that registers in your head. Well, you've had a bad experience already. So if you do X, Y, and Z, the same thing is going to happen again. That voice comes back time and time and time again. And so it's up to you to say, yeah, I understand that, but I do want to have this new experience. I want to move forward into this new experience because it may very well be beneficial for me. So you have to move beyond the voice. Sometimes the person in your situation, some people in your counsel may be advising you, ill advising you because of jealousy, right? So that voice that you think, this is my friend, we're aligned, and they want only good things for me, the voice that is coming forth from them is a voice of jealousy, right? And it could be jealousy because, if you move forward, you may very well forget that friend or not be as close to them as you used to be. So that voice may very well be expressing. It could also be a voice of jealousy, whereas if you go, then the spotlight is now on me, and others will be looking at me and my progress, right? And so that voice of jealousy is saying, well, I can't allow this person to move forward. My neck is still acting up, so I have to get that aligned. Maybe I need to see a chiropractor. But anyway, that voice of jealousy comes up to try to hinder your progress for two folds or many more folds. But one, the light will be shown upon them. And secondly, they do not want you to be too far away from them. Because if you're propelling and they're not, there is a gap and a distance. And there's a fear that we will not have this relationship like we used to have anymore. So those are some of the things that will keep your voice, and then you have to be aware of them and make a decision to move beyond the people, to move beyond the personalities, to move beyond the power in your head, in your mind, of the experiences that have held your voice captive in the past. And so that's all I have for you today. What is holding your voice? Is crossing over barriers. I am here every Wednesday at 8:30, just dropping you some nuggets. Please put it on your calendar. Put a reminder and join me. Send me some things that you would like me to talk about in the future, and I will certainly try my best to address them. But I am a transformational coach, and I really help people who are ready to transform in a new light, in a new way, to move forward in new opportunities, because now is not it. Every person on earth is a becoming person. And so the longer you take to surrender to your becoming, the longer you stay in a position, right? And I often think about the story of Hannah. When I'm talking now, it just came into my memory about the voice. The story of Hannah in the Bible, that biblical story. Hannah, found in 1 Samuel. Hannah kept herself bound. Hannah was the one who did not birth or was barren, and she wanted to have a child, but kept herself bound by the voices around her. She kept herself bound by the voices around her. Her arch enemy, which she focused her attention upon, was that of her counterpart. Her husband was a polygamist, so the other woman, Peninnah, she kept her attention on Peninnah's agitation. And so this story is ever relevant even today. What is it you are focusing on? What is it that's keeping your attention away from where you need to be? Hannah needed to be in the place of the Lord, to be hearing direction, so that she could plan out her move, so that she could prepare for the birth. But Hannah instead was listening to a jealous woman. And even when she got to her breaking point, when she finally broke and said, I could no longer live like this, could no longer live like this. I have to go to a source who could help me. This woman can't help me. My husband can't help me. So I have to go to the source that could help me. I have to go to my Lord. And even when she went to her Lord and went into the temple and began to pray her prayer, and she's like, she got wise. She says, I'm not even going to allow anyone to hear my prayer. I'm going to be praying to God without a voice. So Hannah was there praying, I could imagine her saying that, Lord, I need help, right? With no voice. And even then the priest started upon Hannah, started judging Hannah to the point where he called her someone who's inebriated, someone who is drunk. And Hannah had to correct him. She got an opportunity to use her voice to correct him and said, no, my Lord, I am not drunk. I am not intoxicated, but I am in my most powerful state. I am aligned with the Lord. I'm in a good position right now. Maybe a year ago, I wasn't in a good position. Maybe a month ago, I wasn't in a good position. Maybe a week ago, maybe yesterday, I wasn't in a good position. But right now, I am in a good position. When you are aligned and aware and conscious of the place where you need to be and who you need to become, and to be aligned with the Lord, you are in a good position. So Hannah was in a very, very good position, being aligned with the Lord and ready to go, ready to use her voice. You know, some people will be afraid to speak back to the priests, but Hannah was like, no, my Lord, you're judging me incorrectly. And that is what your voice is for, so that you may speak back against those things that are actually cursing you. And so Hannah, in her voice, said, no, my Lord, I'm in a good position because I'm getting my divine download for my future birthing. And so there is something inside each and every one of us that we need to align with the right voice, the voice of the Lord, so that we could cross over the barriers and get to that place where we desire to get to. Hannah desired to birth a baby boy. And there is something in you, me, and every person in this world, may not be a baby, but it's something that's inside of us. Something that's inside of us that we get to birth. And there's something that is inside of us that we get to become in such a powerful way, because the Lord sees every person here on earth. You're not insignificant, but you are so significant in this kingdom. And so you get to be powerful. You get to be aligned. You get to hear. You get to know. You get to experience. And so if you don't already know and you need guidance in getting there, please DM me, contact me, and I will certainly help you on your journey. My name again is Marva Dolphin, and I am a transformational and spiritual growth coach. And I help people to live, love, laugh, and launch into their becoming. It is an amazing journey. Life is beautiful. Enjoy it. God bless you all and have an amazing day. Take care.